Good-looking kid. Jump over him.
The regional quarterfinal playoffs for Region 4. We are here in Hallettsville.
Yes, sir. I was just looking. It's only 363 to dead away center field here. We have a nice gentle breeze blowing mostly out of the north. Seems like a little northeast breeze. Is it a short porch and right?
It is a little bit short and right, but I've been out to this ballpark several times. I've never seen one go out. And with that breeze blowing in, it may be a little bit difficult to try to push that one out of left today. But we did have a little bit of rain last night. Back home, get up here to Hallettsville. There's a few puddles out here, but didn't look like they got hammered well, so we got some good weather. It's not extremely hot like it was yesterday, and should be a good ball game here.
Not sure if you can see it on video, but we're full artificial surface on the infield. We have natural grass in the outfield. It's a beautiful ballpark, and all things being said, it's a beautiful day for baseball here in Hallettsville, Texas. Very excited to be here.
Here is. I know the Hallettsville faithful are excited to be here as well because they are breathing easy as they defeated or won last night against Jordanton. Both games they had best of three situation as well. They won both of their games last night, so they've moved on to the semifinals where they're going to face defending champions London Pirates next week.
That's a tough day for them, or a couple of days, but good for them. It's always good to advance.
Absolutely.
And that's the great thing about today. So the Cobras come off a loss on Thursday night, but it's another day at baseball. Yeah, every day is a new day, and, the Astros drop one to the A's every now and then, too. So anything can happen. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. Nick Kuchler, the sophomore. This is a lineup loaded with sophomores. Nick Kuchler is going to lead it off. Struggled last night across the board. It was a great Thursday night. It was a great pitching duel between both teams. It was really just came down to who was going to make the mistake first. Unfortunately, Cobras did, and allowed that one run, ended up losing that 1-0. Ball does come in, fastball way inside, just misses Nick.
Caught a little bit of the bat, I think. No, they called it a ball. I thought I heard a foul tip. Great experience for these kids as sophomores to get deep playoff experience.
And that ball's going to come in for a strike.
That ball was moving too.
Yeah, 1-1. There's a little bit of velocity. The pitcher tonight for the Columbus Cardinals is number 5, James Yannick. Ball's going to be outside for ball 2.
He's bringing it. My eye tells me that ball's moving in the mid-80s.
Yannick delivers. Nick, more of a defensive swing right there. Ended up going all the way around, brings the count 2-2.
Little up and in. More of a defensive swing. Settle down, kid.
Ball's going to be outside and low. Just coming with a steady dose of fastball, Yannick is.
And that's smart pitching. You know, don't show them what you've got till you have to. Makes the count full. Puts the ball in play.
Yannick gets over the mound. Retires Nick there.
Good hustle by the pitcher. So important to field your position. Very well done.
PFP.
Yes, sir.
That's going to bring up another sophomore in the 2-hole here. It's the catcher, Sam Kurtz. Sam was actually a 2-year letterman. He was brought up on varsity as a freshman last year.
Sammy carries himself like a ball player. I like to watch him play. Let's see what he does here.
That ball fouled right back at us.
I leaned towards you, Coach. I thought you were going to catch that for me.
You know, the Columbus pitching staff, they like to work fast, and that's exactly what Yannick's doing here today. That's the first breaking ball that we've seen to drop in for a called strike. I know the Snake faithful over here did not like that.
Looked high to me.
Sam's going to offer outside.
Yep, he came right back with the heater. Right, looks like he's throwing it where he wants to. That's what you like to see. You're up 0-2 in the count. You throw one out and away, and he chased it.
It's going to bring up out number 2. It's going to bring up senior Taylor McCrory. Taylor was mostly hitting leadoff all year long. Recently, we've been brought down to 3-hole.
That was a straight better fastball, but it was the key word fast.
Yep.
Got to get out in front of that.
That one, Yannick pulled across his body and misses the zone to the outside. 1-1. Yannick out of the windup. Another fastball on that outside corner for a called strike.
Tell you what, he's got his control today. He's throwing it where he wants to throw it right now. Wouldn't be surprised to see that bender right here. Nope. Try to get him to chase. You see that?
Sure did. 2-2 count. Yannick has not been behind in a count so far.
All right.
Taylor takes it full.
He's got to come down the middle now. That's exactly right. Pitch of the inning right here, folks.
That one's going to be low for ball 4. Taylor draws a walk. First base runner of the evening for the Cobras Thursday night. Cobras didn't have a base runner until the 5th inning.
That was a good at-bat. He took 6 pitches away from the kid and got on base. That's a good job. Yeah, first lefty of the night.
Senior Aiden Baker, who was the pitcher Thursday night. This ball's going to get away from the catcher, and McCrory's going to take seconds easily.
Nice. So now we'll find out if Yannick's been throwing it away or losing it away. Came way inside on Baker. That's not where he was trying to throw it. Good pitch there.
Baker fouls one back here. 1-1 the count. Baker went 6 innings on Thursday of scoreless ball game. Pitched extremely well. 2 lefties. Columbus threw one as well, a lefty as well, and Industrial come with a lefty on Thursday.
Awesome.
Ball's going to be high and away.
Good job. We're 2-1, 2 outs, runner at second base. Opening half of the first inning.
Yeah. Taylor McCrory's trying to draw some attention over there for the pitcher. This ball's going to come in. Baker's going to foul it back.
Yep, another good cut. His timing was good there. He's just a little bit underneath it.
Baker likes swinging the goods bat. He says
right?
it's good.
It's good.
That one's going to be high away.
There we go. We're back to another full count. That's his third full count of the inning. So,
yeah, I want to draw these pitchers up. Again, Thursday, Columbus was able to get away without having to change pitching. Baker offers a fouls one back again.
great at-bat. We're up to 6 pitches. I'd love to see him just loop a little single into right. We could score that run, get on scratch early, and let's go. So now we've got 2 on, 2 outs.
And brings up the designated hitter, Major LaRue, another sophomore in this lineup. Major struggled a little bit on Thursday night.
He's due, though. He's just a well-built kid. Certainly, he's a ball player. I love watching this kid play. Plays hard, man. Attaboy. He ain't scared of it. Throw that mush in here and let's see what happens. What venues are we on today, Coach?
We're on Facebook right now. We have 29 viewers, so we appreciate you guys back home listening. But just remember, we are trying to get on YouTube. We'd like to be bringing this stuff to you live on YouTube. Major fouls another one back.
29 viewers. Can you guys call a friend? Phone a friend, man. This is live baseball. Yeah. Hallettsville, Texas. Game 2 of a playoff situation.
It's going to be way outside. Ball's going low. Catcher does set up outside and tries to back pick Aiden Baker.
I like to see that. You know, you think about it, Baker's got nowhere to go. There's a runner on second. I like that catcher coming up and throwing behind him. Oh, that's all right. That's
a breaking ball that gets away. It's a great at-bat there, or a great pitch there by Yannick. That four-seamer just kind of coming in and breaking off to the right side.
Yes, sir.
Get out there and just put a bat on it. But, folks, thank you folks for listening at home. We got 32 now. We're up to about 62 on Thursday night's game, so we appreciate it. But
absolutely.
One thing we're trying to accomplish is get enough subscribers on that YouTube channel so that way we can bring Coach Sports to you live next year. If we're getting enough,
Are we not on radio either?
No, we're not on radio.
I like this pitcher for them. I like that velo. He can bring it.
Back. Okay. All right, folks, we're back. Right before producer cut us off, we were talking about YouTube channel. No.
I thought we had the green light,
yeah,
but we don't. We got cut off.
That's what happens. Live TV, we're learning. We're all learning out here, folks. So, but no, we were talking about YouTube, trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Last check this morning, we're at 670 subscribers. So, trying to hit that 1,000 mark. Once we do, we'll be able to bring sports to you live off of the YouTube platform. If we get enough by next week, we'd love to be able to bring graduation to y'all too.
That'd be awesome.
So get out there, get everybody subscribed to YouTube channel. You can find it at Cobra Sports Network. You see it down there at the bottom of the link of your screen.
Think how great it would be if you could watch graduation and not have to go. Imagine if you could sit in your recliner and say, I saw, you got to go for your own kid. But you could say, I watched little Billy graduate, and you could act like you really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Best part, you can fast forward over to your last name.
And with YouTube, you can flash it up on your own TV.
Well, Columbus is going to bring up their leadoff. He's actually, Carter is a freshman, the only freshman on this squad for the Cardinals.
Is he playing short?
Yeah, yes.
I got to figure this kid can play a little
No,
bit.
he's at second base, sorry.
Second base?
Yeah. Braxton Warren's going to jump ahead with the first strike. Braxton Warren, senior pitcher for the Cobras today. It's going to be outside. Carter's going to offer for it, though.
Good job. That's the best kind of pitch.
Braxton has a commanding fastball. He likes to jump ahead with his fastball and start controlling the zone.
Awesome. He's setting up outside here.
And
Hustle. Yep.
That was a great athletic play for Cooper Martin to get over. That's the sophomore at third base. Unfortunately, just that's one of those hard ones with Carter hustling down the line. You really have one play.
You see now why that kid's in the lineup. He's fast and he hustles, and your leadoff guy gets on. That's his job. But a great hustle play by Martin. The ball just didn't have anything on it. The kid topped it out of the box, and Martin just fielded it clean, but no way to make a good throw. A big league player just eats that ball.
Yeah.
I think I'm giving Carter a hit there, infield hit, not an error.
No, I think so. By the time Cooper was able to release that ball, he was a couple of steps away from the bag.
Good hustle play.
And Sammy's got a little malfunction with some equipment trying to take care of.
You know, there's some your son catches, and you've been around gear all your life, but it seems like there would be great enhancements in gear. It's just difficult.
Yeah, it is. It looks like there's a little bit of a mask problem. So there is another mask in the dugout. Only problem is that Major's mask is a lot smaller than Sammy's head.
Sammy's got that big head.
So there may have to be some adjusting anyway.
Yeah, that big square head he's got. That's a problem.
So, folks, listen at home. Down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see advertised here, contact the Cobra Sports Booster. Next year when we are live on YouTube, we'll be able to put up your company logos, anything, any shout-outs you want, things like that. So contact a Booster Club member today to get that.
They can also just Venmo me direct if they want. I mean, that's, just find me on Venmo. Shoot me a couple of bucks. I'll take it.
Braxton delivers a little high on that one. It's going to bring the count 1-1. Up to bat is Lewis for the Cardinals. Lewis was 1 for 2 Thursday night, had a walk and a hit. This one looks like it's going to get up the middle where Zach Kuchar is going to field it in center field. Taylor McCrory.
If one more pitch had gotten by, I was going to tell you that kid is stocky and has a really compact swing. I'm not surprised at all that he laced that right up the middle of the field. That was a good hit. And not a bad pitch, just a good hit.
Yeah, that's going to bring up Connor Geisler. He is a senior catcher.
Big kid, struck out once the other night. It was 0 for 3. Hits a good ball here.
Taylor is back.
Nice.
That's a fantastic catch. That gets it in to hold the runners at first and second. Phenomenal catch by number 4. Brent.
Just saved a run there.
Absolutely. And Carter, a freshman on the squad for the Cardinals, he did exactly what you do as far as a base runner. You see the numbers of the outfielders, you're getting more and more
he
and more.
He goes halfway and
has
the hustle back. Really, if we end up with a close game, that one's going to come back to haunt the Cardinals. That was a great catch.
Well, we have one out here in the bottom of the first inning. We are scoreless in Hallettsville.
They have had 2 of their first 3 batters hit the ball really hard. Good pitch
Ball's
there.
going to miss inside a little.
Crowd's getting rowdy already.
Yeah, Junior Berger for the Cardinals. He's their cleanup hitter. He was 0 for 1.
He walked a couple of times. You, in your experience, does the crowd screaming out, "Good pitch"? Does that have any effect on that umpire?
Not typically, but it does. It does back up the pitcher.
Absolutely.
And you want that. You
Yes,
want to keep confidence in the young man that's up there
strike right there.
on the mound. Good pitch, way to come back there. It's going to bring the count 2-1 with 1 out, runners at first and second.
Is there a chance that was a little bit of a changeup?
Very, very possible. Yes, it was.
I didn't know if he had a changeup in
He does.
his bag. Looked like he took a little off, right down the middle.
And folks, and you also see that the top corner of our screen, we've got the scoreboard up there. That bender's going to drop in for a called strike. Full count,
Nice
1 out.
ball there. Let's get this kid right here. Folks, I'm an unashamed homer. I'm not in any way objective. I'm a Cobra fan. I'm here to support the Cobras.
That one's going to be hit right at Nick. He's
Nice play.
The double play in order. And there we go. Sophomore Nick Kuchner fields it, flips it to Caden Acera to be able to get the double play out. So little traffic on the bases for the Cardinals, but
may have been better baseball than you think because he probably could have caught that in the air. Instead, he plays the easy one hop for the very quick double play. We'll be back in a minute.
That's the 0-1, by the way. Welcome back, folks. 0-0 ball game, top of the second. Sophomore Cooper Martin stepping into the box is going to take strike 1. Yannick pulls it again.
Where are we at? How do I find it?
Industrial Cobra Sports Booster. Cooper's going to foul this one back. Fall behind 1-2.
This kid's a good athlete. He's just a good player at everything he plays. Let's see what he's got here. Puts it in play towards first. Four to 3, what fairly routine play. Cobras don't seem intimidated. They're putting the ball in play.
Yeah, that ball was tailing out a little bit. Cooper had to reach for it. Just couldn't quite get enough barrel on the ball there. Ends up grounding out. Bringing up junior Cade Quebeca, first baseman for the Cobras. Cade's going to get a little underneath this one and drive it out to right field. Right fielder's going to back up, settle underneath it, and make the catch and put Quebeca away for the second out of the inning. That brings up pitcher, senior, Braxton Warren.
Let you folks know that are watching us on Facebook, I'm kind of casually monitoring the comments now. If you have a thought, please share it.
Biggest thing we need to know is how do we sound? Volume-wise, is that all right?
Is the volume okay? Sometimes it sounds like you're talking through it. Remember when you were a kid, you'd take the piece of string and, the kind of that vibration sound? It's hard to do in an open air environment like this because the crowd is able to be picked up on the mics.
Turn your volume down. That's going to drop in for the strike. Brings the count 1-1. That's going to hit that one. Chopper back to the pitcher. He's going to set his feet.
Yeah.
And retire Warren for the third out of the inning.
That's a good inning for the Cardinals. as they go 1, 2, 3. But key thing, all three players put the ball in play.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to bring up, when we come back, we are scoreless here, but when we get back, up next for the Columbus is Zacek, Bean, and D.H. Everett. Be right back. It's like when they go to the commercial, it's so loud. How do you do that? Yeah. It's working out all right.
Sure.
Okay, so now we got what? We got Zacek, Bean, and the D.H. Everett. Yeah, this is much better to have with the book.
All right, we're back live here. For those of you just joining us, we're in Hallettsville, game 2 with the Columbus Cardinals. Both teams traveling well. Bottom of the second inning, Cardinals in the field.
Up to bat is Zacek for the Cardinals. Zacek's going to look at the fastball go by for strike one.
There we go.
Zacek was 0 for 1 on Thursday. This one's going to swing that in the dirt. Zacek was 0 for 1 on Thursday, but he had 2 key sacrifice bunts in the 7th inning, or later in the game, that was able to help score or get the Columbus Cardinals into scoring position in the 7th inning.
I'd like to see him bunt right now. Lay one down, big man. Lay one down. 1-2. Little high, nice pitch. Got one to burn. 2-2 count. Both teams traveling well. To our left, down the third base line, you have a Columbus crowd overwhelmingly in red.
This one's going to be touch it foul now, Cooper Martin. There you go. Good job by the young man.
Now, the Cobra crowd is in black playoff shirts and the traditional maroon. I would say, objectively, it's about 50-50 on the crowd. Both teams traveling well. Several hundred here, maybe 400 people here.
We counting the folks walking in the back of us too? Okay.
And the fans from Shiner. Come on, man, it's radio.
2-2. Well, that one's going to.
Don't show the crowd. Don't show the crowd.
That one just a bit inside, rather.
If you're not here, you're in the wrong place.
Going to bring up a full count to Zacek, leadoff batter for the Cardinals in this inning.
Good job.
Hard ground ball right to Cooper Martin. He fields it cleanly, makes a good throw for the first out of the second inning.
You know, Will, I've checked that camera angle. See, my radio partner, Ash, always says it's theater of the mind. Radio is theater of the mind, so they don't see the crowd. Mm-hmm. Sounds like there's a bunch of people here. Is this Bean?
Yeah, Bean's going to line drive it right to the sophomore, Jace Cheney, in right field. He retires him
nice job.
For the second out. That's going to bring up the designated hitter for the Columbus Cardinals. It's big number 20.
D.B. Cooper.
Everett. That's it. Everett was 0 for 2 last Thursday. Had a sack bunt. Ended up getting on with a very controversial call. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. As that ball is going to be
Is this the kid that eventually scored?
No, he did not.
I was going to say, he's not striking me as a speed guy on the path.
No, Berger is the one that scored on Thursday.
Nice
That
pitch.
ball can go in. So Braxton not afraid to attack him with the fastballs. He did have
No.
2 strikeouts on Thursday night, and Baker was commanding with his fastball Thursday night.
And Warren looks very calm, very comfortable out there today.
He's going to deliver another fastball. But this time Everett's going to get under it, pop
Nice
out
job.
for the final out. Well, that controversial call that I wanted to talk to you about, so for those folks that weren't here, we did get a little bit of insight. What happened was Everett laid down a sac bunt in the 7th inning. Jace Cheney came off the mound, fielded it, threw him out at first base. What the call was the coach for Columbus was arguing that Cade Quebec at first came off of the bag.
Okay.
So that was what the discussion was. But for some reason, we had 4 umpires on Thursday night as well. They brought all 4 umpires in. They discussed what the issue was.
And home plate should be the umpires looking at that, correct?
That's all. Yes. First and home, but they brought in the second and the third. And the discussion was said his foot did not come off the bag, but he bobbled the ball. So
Well, that doesn't reverse a call at first.
it did reverse the call, and
Yeah.
they called him safe. And I agree with you,
Yeah.
Brent. I'm still kind of baffled because my understanding of arguing calls is that when you make an argument, they judge on that.
That's
they
right.
don't start adding additional information.
Yeah, you don't get to say, oh, and his shoe was untied. That's a safety violation. You don't get to do that.
So I'm a little confused on that one.
If the call was he was out at first, and the concern was his foot off the bag, the guy with the worst view in the house is the second base umpire.
Well, either way, it didn't hurt the Cobras. The 1 run had already scored by
Yes,
that
sir.
point. So
It's deflating, though. You're like, man, we had an out, and now we don't.
yeah, it can be. But the young sophomore was able to get out of that inning.
Good deal.
That's going to bring up Caden Acera, senior second baseman for the Cobras, first time hitting tonight.
He
Or
had
this
the
afternoon, rather.
lone hit the other night for the.
He did. He actually he hit one into the gap. The third baseman made a heck of a play diving to try to get to it, but the speeding Caden Acera was able to get down and beat the throw out first.
Hustle is everything. Good pitch there. Very quickly, he's down 0-2 with nobody out.
I'll
Tell you
foul
what.
that one back.
This is a pitcher's day. About 78 degrees, gentle breeze. I mean, no doubt, both of them are out there sweating, but they're not in danger of hurting themselves on this mound with that. Good pitch.
Now, and Yannick has been in control pretty much all game. And once we get batters, when we get him into the stretch, it seems like he starts to have to navigate around hitters
Yep.
a little bit harder. And that's going to be a called strike as Caden watches that one go by for the first out.
I like the confidence of the catcher there. The catcher threw down to first before the call was even made. It's like, yeah, he's out.
Well, now we're back to the top of the lineup. Sophomore Nick Kuchler.
Let's go.
He grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat.
Tell you what, there's a handful of those Kuchlers out there in the industrial area, isn't there?
Yes, sir, there is. This one's going to be a
Well hit.
barreled up right to center fielder. He's going to retreat a little bit and put Nick away, but right before the warning track.
Yep.
Good hard hit ball out to center field.
Yeah. I like him jumping on that first pitch, too. All right, so we're starting to put a bat on this kid's ball. They've seen that it's a fastball. It's a straight fastball, and it's the same speed every time.
Digging in now is going to be sophomore Sam Kurtz.
Hope his head's okay after wearing that small helmet.
You're going to watch ball one go by. Sam is 0 for 1 today.
Let's
Had
go,
a strikeout
Sammy.
in the first inning.
Let's go, Sammy. Get after him, baby.
Yeah, Yannick kind of pulling across his body again there, but manages to find the corner for the called strike.
Oh,
That was a good pitch
There's a
right there
pitch
on
to
the
hit.
edge.
he won't see another one like that. This pitch will be away or way up inside. Yep.
That was away
He
again.
threw it away and he chased it, and he knew it. He's frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what's coming, you know?
It was a tough pitch. He saw one. He already got called one on that in that corner. He's going out there to try to defend it, foul it off, and live for another day. That's what's typically happened with
Yep.
that.
Smart work by
understand.
Yannick, though. Good
Yeah,
job
no,
by the
it-
pitcher
it
to
will-
say, hey, I'm gonna bring it in there and see what you do with it.
I was.
We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah, we're scoreless here in Hallettsville. We'll be right back.
What's this kid worth right here?
I don't know.
I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm tired. I was up late.
They were up partying all last night.
At the house?
No.
Oh, he just got through striking it.
Played the whole thing earlier. I thought that was no, it's not. No, I took those out. That's the second one? Which screen? Yeah, I know. I took those out. I don't have it on me. I know it's on that part, but it's too quick to see it. Yeah.
Is it on YouTube? Is it Industrial Cobras Sports? What do you call the channel?
Cobras Sports Network. No, I don't. Welcome back, folks. Warren delivers a first strike. Up to bat is pitcher Yannick. Watches that first one go by. He's going to foul this one back for strike 2. And he's going to get him swinging right there for the. This is going to be Warren's first strikeout of the game. He's going to bring up number 9 hitter Dillard. Dillard did not play on Thursday night. Yeah. Ball's going to bounce in. Appreciate y'all letting us know. I did not think you could hear it through the commercials. Maybe it's because we didn't talk a whole lot last Thursday.
And the good news is we didn't say anything inappropriate. So I'm very.
I'm surprised with you.
There's
Proud of you, Brent.
100 times on our radio program where Ash will say,
I
"Are the
was
mics
dropping.
dead? Are we off the air? Are we clear?"
Counts 1-1.
Sometimes you can't tell if we're on the air or not with what we're saying. So.
Good
Nice
breaking ball. It's going to drop in for strike 2.
I think Braxton's daddy, Mike Warren, might have taught him that. It was a nice ball.
Sammy's going to set up inside here, and he's going to look at that one go right on by. Way to go by the senior pitcher to hit his spot on the inside to watch that one fly by for his second out.
Yeah.
2 back-to-back looking strikeouts.
You saw Sammy slide over inside. He threw it exactly where Sammy set up. So Warren's quite comfortable. He's cruising right now in the bottom of the 3rd. His pitch count's low. Strike.
We called strike.
Yep, he's dialed in right now.
Starting to settle in. This is back to the top of the lineup. This is the freshman Carter. Carter had that base hit in the first inning. I was just going to miss low.
There is such a thing as throwing too many strikes. You like to keep the batter a little bit off balance. Hit one once in a while, you know?
That one just blew it right past Carter.
Sure did.
1-2 at the count. We got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Scoreless.
Like you said, this kid's only a freshman. I mean, he's seeing another level of pitching in these playoffs.
Nice breaking ball.
Yeah.
Carter fouls that one off.
Stayed up a little bit. Now you just come right there, right back inside, fastball. Oh,
Fouled
good pitch.
right back at us. Staying alive up to
The fans laugh as once again their trust in the net is proven. It's okay to trust the net. Good pitch. Wasted one away. 2-2. He's ahead in the count. I look for him to throw a strike right here, and Carter better be ready.
6-pitch at bat
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
young man.
All right, Braxton, let's bring one to the house.
Another foul ball off to the third base side.
Quality at-bat by the young man. We say it all the time. If you can get 5, 6, 7 pitches out of a pitcher, you've done part of your job.
Yeah, trying to work those pitch counts up, especially in starting pitchers. You want to get into that bullpen, get into that relief work as soon as you can.
That's right. Ah. He just missed there. Well, here we go. Pitch of the inning right here.
Pitch number 9
Mono
to Carter.
Imano. Oh, Walton.
I was going to miss a little high.
You see that with these younger guys when they really rear back and overthrow. A lot of times that fastball will get up like that. Nobody hurt.
Oh, well, we're in the third inning as well, and that's the first free base
That's right.
that Braxton's given up today. But that is going to bring up Lewis, the senior.
Hit the ball hard earlier.
He's a senior shortstop. He did get that base hit into right field earlier.
Yep.
Braxton's going to miss on this one for ball 1.
Thick-legged kid. Looks like he's had a few at-bats, doesn't he? He loads up well. I'd suggest you young guys watch this kid's at-bat. Watch the way his body language is, the way he holds his hands. He sets up nice in the box. I like that. Little fake pick off and then go ahead and throw over. Get him.
That one, the crowd wanted that call.
All right.
Counts 2-1. We have 2 outs here.
Hats off to the umpire. He went out himself and asked the third base ump, "You got a strike there? Let me know." Good job.
You know, Carter not getting a big lead over there at first base. As Lewis gets underneath this one, drives it to center field.
Good
Corey
job.
settling up underneath it.
Nice
He
job.
puts him away for the final out of the inning.
We're 3 complete through 3 innings. It's 0-0. Columbus
Yep.
and the Cobras.
Due up next is McCrory, Baker, and LaRue. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Let us know if you can still hear us. We're trying to work this audio, trying to figure all this out. Good thing we're doing it now.
I tell you what, it's an impressive setup. I mean, you've got, a folding card table. We have a soundboard.
Corey watches ball one go by here. Defensive swing is going to get down. Hopefully that goes foul, and it does. Way in on the hands.
That looked like a sand wedge at the PGA Championship. You been watching any of that golf tournament?
No, I haven't.
Tell you what.
I can't watch that because it messes up my baseball broadcast.
I understand. Yeah, I've got it on Fubu right now as we're doing the broadcast. I'm watching golf.
That ball's going to drop in for a called strike.
You going to lay down?
McCrory walked in the first inning. It's that first base runner for the Cobras as this one goes way outside for ball two.
Every now and then this Yannick kid abandons his fundamentals. When he steps straight towards the catcher, he throws a pretty good ball.
Yeah, I thought that one was a little bit inside and low, but the umpire liked it and ends up ringing up. McCrory looking for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up senior Aiden Baker. Aiden Baker was the other base runner for the Cobras in the first inning as he was walked. Saw several pitches in that at bat as well. Fastball's going to get by Aiden.
Good cut.
Umpire's calling time. Aiden digs back in again. Gets ready for Yannick's delivery. This one's going to be way inside. Ends up clipping the inside thigh of Baker. Hey, tight ball games. Get on how you can.
Absolutely. I think that ball clipped the inside of his pant seam. It's not going to leave a bruise.
Now it's going to bring up sophomore Major LaRue. He struck out in the first inning.
Let's go, Major. Let's get a hit, babe.
He was able to see Yannick in the stretch, so he's getting to see him again in the stretch as well.
Attaboy.
That's going to be dropped in. It may be short enough in trouble to be.
Nope.
But no, center fielder has a great jump on it and ends up putting it away.
Good hustle. I tell you what, this team's putting the ball in play, and there's just no substitute for that. If you can put it in play enough, sooner or later it's going to fall.
That's a tough one right there. You know, that's almost one of those where somebody's going to end up being out anyway because Baker can't get too far off the bag. He did exactly what he needed to do.
Yep. He'd have gotten popped at second on the one hop.
Yep. It's going to bring up sophomore Cooper Martin as Yannick gets out of his mechanics again, like you were just saying, just kind of throwing across his body for ball one.
Neither pitcher struggling much with the pass ball. You know, that was a wild pitch, and a good job by the catcher there to flag that down.
Yeah, Martin grounded out to the second baseman. This time he's going to go up the middle. Lewis is going to take the short bag for the third out of the inning.
So both teams hitting the ball. Both teams putting the ball in play. Still nothing. We're midway through the fourth.
Yeah, we're heading to the fourth with Geisler, Berger, and Zacek. We'll be right back. Well, folks, you see on the screen there in front of you, those of y'all watching, there's a sponsorship available. This is a lot of what we're going to try to do next year as well, to be able to bring attention to all of our sponsors. We're going to be able to put logos up any types of shout outs, things like that, any words of encouragement you want to send out to your players, things like that. So some of the stuff that we're going to be trying to bring to y'all on the YouTube channel next season. So please get out there, get folks to subscribe to that YouTube channel, Industrial Cobra Sports Network, or at Cobra Sports Network on YouTube. You can find us. Get on there. Hit that subscribe button. Get your folks, your families, members, everybody, your neighbors signed up, subscribed. They don't even have to watch it. Just help us get those subscriptions. We need 1,000. We're almost there. Last I looked was 670 something. Not too far from that 1,000 mark. So once we get to 1,000, we'll be able to bring all sports to you live. Remember, all this money goes right back to the kids. We're actually going to deliver a breaking ball for the first pitch to Geisler in this 4th inning. It's going to drop in for a ball, though. Geisler's going to get on that one, drives it right back out to McCrory. He retreats a little bit and puts Geisler away for the first out of the inning.
Center fielders have been busy today as guys are squaring up the baseball. Like you said, that ball blowing in out of left, the wind blowing in out of left a little bit, it's kind of keeping the ball up in the air, and everything's been playable so far.
It's going to bring up cleanup hitter Berger, the junior. Actually, he's a senior. I apologize. That's going to be a fastball as that goes right by Berger. His first at bat, Berger hit into that double play, the 6-4-3. That's it.
The famous 6-4-3. Evans to Tinkers to Chance.
That fastball is going to bounce in. Sam's going to hold it there for a little bit. Working on his framework.
Right. Uh-oh, wait. I thought maybe Blue was going to tell him something about, I don't need you framing that. That painting wasn't that good. Don't frame it.
1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Scoreless here in Hallettsville. That one is going to drop in for a strike. Bottom zone right there. Warren was able to catch the bottom zone. It's going to bring up 1-2. Warren's going to miss outside for 2-2 count.
2-2. Good job. Warren looking good. Cruised pretty much through the first 3 innings.
Breaking ball. Ooh. No, it looked so good. Sammy threw it around.
Come on, Blue.
That one dropped in the back door right there.
Froze the umpire, too. Didn't just freeze the hitter, froze the umpire.
Stay with us, Blue.
You're watching a good game, Blue.
It's going to bring a full count up.
Unbelievable.
He's going to bounce in.
Folks,
Berger's
that
gonna
is
reach on the ball.
critical. It's critical. We've got 1 out, and that puts a runner on base who should be in the dugout. No doubt about it. That ball broke more than the umpire thought it was going to, and he called it a ball. All right. Take a deep breath, Braxton. Regroup. Let's get the next hitter.
It's going to bring up number 10, Dylan Zychek. He's a junior.
Good job.
Do have a man moving. Berger was taken off second.
I
But
think they had a little hit and run going right there. He swung at a pitch that he probably should have let go by. Got some people in the stands yelling and stuff. It's great.
it's good baseball.
Baseball's great. Fans, a lot of these fans know as much about the game as that umpire. You can bet on that.
You know, if Berger's going, I don't see him. Oh.
Just step on him, huh? Like an NBA game. Just step on him.
Counts 0-1. That one's going to be a line drive foul.
Foul ball.
Umpire had to dive out of the way of that one.
Umpire took a seat. Way ahead. You'll see Warren working here. He's smart. He's up 0-2 now. Can we send him back, Blue? Can we send him back to first?
Oh, okay. Well, why didn't they send him back? That's confusing to me. What had just happened?
It was a foul ball. The kid can't go to second.
I'm confused at what the argument is. The ball clearly landed foul.
Coach
Berger
Allen,
took off on the pitch.
Coach Allen coming in from third seems to have a question for the umpire, but have you ever seen anything any more fundamental? Runners on first, foul ball down the line, the runner goes back to first.
Well, not too sure, but
I think they were arguing it was a dead ball.
there's several different opinions going on out here in the crowd today.
Yeah, well, those fans from Columbus
At
might
the end of the day,
they might have had a roadie or two on the way over here.
Warren delivers the 0-2, and Berger strikes out swinging. Excuse me, not Berger. Zacek does. That's for the second out of the inning. All right.
You think the Columbus fans had that Bloody Mary tailgate before the game, and maybe they're just out there saying, hey.
I'm not sure. I'm still a little lost on what that Berger is doing now. This line drive does get down into right field. Cheney gets over. He is going to deliver this home. Quebecca's going to cut it off. But Berger does on the hit and run make it to third base. We've got runners on the corner. Two out.
You know what? That's okay. You got to tip your cap to some key situational hitting. That is the place to hit that ball. Just poke it into right and let the runner advance. Great baseball. You're seeing some great baseball here today in Hallettsville, Texas. Now, what it brings up is a kid that I think Warren can work with, and we're going to strand that runner at third right here.
Yeah, Everett is the DH. He popped up to Cabe Nasser at second base in the first inning.
There you go.
This one's he hit well into center field when McCoy's going to put away Everett for the third and final out of the inning.
That's what they call a can of corn.
That's it.
Good job by Braxton Warren to keep his composure.
We're heading to the fifth. We are scoreless here in Hallettsville in this regional quarterfinal game.
Amen.
Up next for the Cobras, Quebeca, Warren, and Acera.
Let's score some runs. You better ask the home team.
Well, we're back, folks. Scoreless ball game here in Hallettsville for this regional quarterfinals. Game 2, Columbus is leading it 1-0. This best of 3 game series as Quebeca digs in to lead this inning off for the Cobras.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. It's just a fact. It's playoff baseball. They're playing a different level of baseball right now. It's every pitch, every at-bat, everything matters. And you watch, and it's just different than it is early in the season. And I guess it should be, but you think, gee, how did we lose that other game? The way they're playing today, very difficult to beat them.
Yeah, and it was a great game the other night as well. 1-0 ball game that you don't even see base runners until the 5th, and then you don't score a run until the 7th. Beck is going to dribble this one down on third baseline. He's going to hustle down, but Berger fields it and fires Quebec out for the first out of the inning. It
sounds cliche, but you can almost say these are two fairly evenly matched teams. Seem to me they match up pretty well.
Well, the other night it came down to who made the first mistake.
Yeah, we played 13 innings. There's been 1 run scored. I mean, look at it like that.
And 3 hits.
Yes, sir.
Well, we have a couple more today, but last night. Yeah. That's gonna be ball 1 to Warren. Connick delivers again. This time he's gonna catch that outside corner for the called strike.
It's kind of heating up a little bit, getting a little warmer out here. I'd say it's probably 85 degrees here. Yannick is all around that zone. It's a tough strike to get, isn't it?
Does it say content's not available?
It may be that your broadcast went dead. You have to reload the.
It probably cut us out again.
You just reload it.
No, she can't see it either.
Yeah, if you're live there,
That's going to be a called strike. That one looked like it was. The crowd didn't like that, but at least the crowd in maroon and black did not.
y'all let us know. Somebody give us a comment. Can you still see the broadcast? Because we're on my app here, I'm seeing nothing, but that doesn't mean that it's not there.
Yeah, they cut us off.
Then you just have to start over and go live again.
Yeah.
That's all you do. You just go back to your page and live video.